Hello, YouTubers. This is day 9 of my 30-day inspiration challenge. Today is Sunday, and I got my Phil's coffee here in downtown LA. If you've never gotten Phil's before, you should definitely go check it out. Get the mint mojito with soy if you like soy. It's muy delicioso. That was bad Spanish. I won't do that again. Anyways, so today I want to touch on a heavier topic, the topic of insecurities. So 2 days ago, I made a video on the fact that you never win by comparing yourself to others. And I talked about how a lot of times my criticism and judgment of other people are usually, a lot of times, a projection of my own insecurities, right? So, and for me, in the past, there are a lot of insecurities and, still do. And how I've learned to work through them is by, putting them to light. And the quote that I really like is that by putting light on your insecurity, you lessen the power as over you. So by putting light on your insecurities, it lessens the power they have over you. But that doesn't necessarily mean you go out and talk to everybody about things you're insecure about. That's not what I'm saying. But the more you talk about it with someone you trust, or even writing it down on paper, allows you to let go of those insecurities and shine a light on them and lessen the power as over you. And what I've learned over time is this one exercise where I start with my relationship with blank is, and the blank is an insecurity I have, whether that's with women, relationship, dating, money, food, health, family, etc. So for example, one of the things I've been working on recently is my relationship with money. And I realized that, I've been critical and judgmental of people based on money and how much they may make. Without knowing anything about them, I found myself being critical of people because of what I perceive is to be someone who makes more or less money than I do. So what I did was started writing. I started writing down my relationship with money is, and I realized that I didn't necessarily have a healthy relationship with money. But I wouldn't say it was unhealthy, but my relationship with money doesn't necessarily empower me. So, just to go a bit deeper, I realized I had a lot of stories in my head that reinforced limiting beliefs about money, or my limiting beliefs about money. So some of the things that came up were around, more money, more problem. I remember when I was a kid, I was told stories about a relative who married into a rich family. And all the stories that I heard were about this family, having difficulty with business, going into bankruptcy, having corrupt business practices, fighting over inheritance. And it was always about drama, drama, drama. And that story reinforced this paradigm that more money equates to more problems. And as I start going through that list, I realized there were a lot of stories that reinforced a lot of these money paradigms that limited my beliefs about making more money. I thought that, money doesn't grow on tree. I thought that money doesn't buy you happiness. I thought that, time equals money. And it made me work harder, and it made me feel guilty anytime I spend money on expensive things. And all of these things doesn't allow me to have a positive, healthy relationship with money. So what I did was, to unwind those paradigms, I juxtaposed those limiting beliefs with empowering beliefs. And all I did was just switch the paradigm into the opposite and find stories that reinforce those beliefs. That was a lot to unwind. So in future videos, I'll talk more about paradigms that I use, but a couple of them now that help me reinforce my empowering beliefs about money is that more problems actually equates to more money. Or money doesn't necessarily grow on trees, but they grow on people. Or money equals time, right? Not time equals money, but money equals time. So each one of these I could probably do a video on, in terms of changing my mind around, how I could, make more money and spend money with joy, as opposed to, having pain and having guilt around the concept of money. I hope that kind of helps, and that's only one insecurity that I've worked through using this exercise. So I'm going to repeat the couple things that I've learned to deal with my insecurities. One, start with my relationship with blank is, and the blank is your insecurity about whatever it is that's been bothering you, that you've been critical or been judgmental about. Two, look at the patterns of the stories that you write down on paper and how they reinforce the paradigms that you have in your head. And then third, juxtapose those paradigms from limiting beliefs about your insecurity to empowering beliefs about your insecurities. So in my next video, I'll talk more about specifics on how you could do that, specifically around money and how I've done that with money. And hopefully it'll give you examples of what you could do to think about your insecurities and work through them. And I feel that that is important for you to feel empowered. All right, so that topic was a bit heavy. I hope it inspired you to think about some of your insecurities and limiting beliefs in life, and start to work towards changing them. Hope that inspired you. Like button. Subscribe to the channel if it's something that some of the videos that you followed have resonated with you. I would definitely love more subscribers and people who've been inspired by my message. So happy Sunday. I'm gonna go watch the debate now. It's gonna be interesting.